Good morning and happy first day of Vlogmas 2020. For those of you who are new here, my name is Jen. I am the host of this channel and the host of the Down Cellar Studio audio podcast. I know many of you have come over from the podcast to join us here. And I am a knitting and crochet designer, and I'm really looking forward to sharing my December with you. I think especially during this ongoing pandemic situation, having a little bit of extra excuse to look for the cheer and look for the little happy notes in the everyday life is something that I'm really looking forward to, and I always love sharing that kind of stuff with you all, especially my crafty friends out there. So I am sitting in the dining room this morning right in front of our Christmas tree. We don't normally have it here. I normally have it in the bedroom, but we're getting some new windows and we didn't really have a lot of other options, but this lighter was just put in last winter, so it doesn't need to be replaced, and it was really the only place that it works, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it, especially since I'm doing most of my work at home time from this dining room table. So I got up ridiculously early this morning when Dan's alarm went off at 4 and I hadn't been able to get back to sleep. So I listened to some podcasts and did some yoga. And then I went down cellar and did a little bit of scrapbooking. I'm working on a project called December Daily. It is the brainchild of the very talented Allie Edwards. And I'm doing something a little bit different this year. Instead of scrapbooking this year's December, I pulled together hundreds of pictures, way too many pictures really, of Decembers and Christmases gone by. So I'm working on different stories that I want to tell about our Christmas traditions and stories that I just think are special. So I'll be sharing that with you. I also have some advent calendar stuff that I'm going to share with you and so many other fun things in store. So just to set the stage a little bit, I am planning to record footage every day during December, well, at least through Christmas. I think we'll see how it goes after that. And I'm not necessarily going to share and upload videos every single day. I might do that every couple of days, depending on what's going on. I'm mostly working from home, but I do go into the hospital where my day job is at least once a week, usually only about once a week, but sometimes a little bit more than that, at least this month. And so on those days, it may not be feasible to get recordings up, and I think that might be fine. There's plenty of other really fun content out there. So I have the coffee brewing. I'm going to head out for my walk now that it's light out and a little bit warmer, and then I will check in with you again later on today. I thought we'd start out by giving you a little tour of our Christmas decorations. This has my nieces and nephews' handprints on them and Hattie's little thumbs at the top. I do my decorations a little bit different every year, so this will actually be a fun record for me too. You'll notice a theme of animals with long limbs or long bodies and trees and some photo stuff mixed in along the way. I've got my Teddy Ruxpin there and our stockings that my grandmother's friend made for us. Switched out some of the linens to Christmassy looking things, and I've crocheted a little cozy for our lotion so it matches a little bit better. Gotta have my knitting notions nearby at all times. This is the island in our kitchen. This beautiful garland came from Crate & Barrel a long time ago. My mom purchased that for a gift and I love it. This is our dining room before we put up the tree. The sign was my grandmother's that's hanging on the slider. Dan's dad made this hutch when he was in high school. We had it refinished before we moved in, and I've swapped out all the normal things for Christmas decor. My little yarn ball tree was made by one of my dear friends, Meg, and my nieces and nephews. That picture is my niece Ayla in the Boston Ballet's performance of the Nutcracker. Some other little handmade goodies, family pictures. The advent calendar was from Starbucks, but I recovered it with scrapbooking paper, and that's one of my favorite decorations I put out every year. Here's a little peek at our bathroom. This old Santa and Mrs. Claus have been in my family for a very long time. I don't know where they came from or who made them, actually. I should find that out, but I adore them. And here is our dining room with the tree up. I put it up on Thanksgiving, just with the lights on it, and then decorated it over the weekend when a couple of our nieces and nephews came by, which was so much fun. Here's Hattie and Riley decorating the tree. They were a good little pair. Hattie will be 3 in February, but she was really delicate with the ornaments. So it was just so much fun. The one thing that I was worried about with the pandemic this year was decorating the tree by myself, and I didn't have to do that. She just kept saying, "My tree, I love my tree. My tree is so beautiful." Riley loves this hand-knitted ornament. She says it looks like a pizza. Here's Riley, my mom, and me when it was all done. It was such a joy to get to spend that with them. This year I have 2 advent calendars to open, and I'm really excited. This one on the left here is a Yarny advent calendar that I did as a swap through the 24 days of cheer. And there's all different little mini skeins wrapped up here with their little numbers on them. I'm so excited. And then some other little goodies. I've left things all together for now, but I'll probably start putting out some of the little decorations that are in here. There's a beautiful candle and some other stuff, but I've been trying not to dig into that until December 1st. And then this was an absolute surprise. This one here is from our friend Trish, and it's for Dan and I, and she's already started the fun with all of these hilarious videos and montages, and we have our own sort of virtual elves who unfortunately got COVID, so they're in quarantine until December 1st, but the fun will be starting up there soon, and I'm just really excited. She's got everything numbered, so having gone without an advent calendar since I was a little kid, I've got 2 for this year. So here's a little peek at my favorite little Christmas scene in the house, and we're all ready to go. Scrapbooking for me almost always means making quite a bit of a mess, which you can see I have done here this morning. For today's page in my December Daily album, I am working on a story about our Teddy Ruxpin. That was a gift from my mom. My brother had one as a kid, but I never did. So my mom got me one, I think when I was in college. Here's a picture of me with it on the day that I opened it. And the kids have really enjoyed using that during their holiday sleepovers. I did this little flip-up card here using some washi tape to just tell the story about how Jeff had one when we were little and how much we loved it and how much I love having one as an adult. So the page isn't finished yet. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do here. I am sort of debating leaving that blank for now and maybe adding a photo with Hattie and Teddy. Now that I actually have one already. It's not during a sleepover, but she has been enjoying him this season. So that is my progress so far. All right, I'm ready to open my first day of my Yarny Advent Calendar. Here's the basket that I've kind of put everything in. I have all these beautiful packages and a full skein to open on the 25th, but I fished out today's little goodie, and I'm really excited to see what it is. So let's go ahead and lift this open. Ooh, it's blues and gray. Ooh, it's Patton's Croix. Route 66, I don't have this color. Looks like it's blues and browns. Really excited about this. I think my plan is going to be to open several days before I decide if I want to start a project with them. It'll give me a little bit of time to get some more of my own Christmas gift knitting done, and then I can also play around with the colors because I like to have at least a little bit of a plan going into things. So that is that. This candle also came in my little goodie package, Wool and Wax Sweater Weather. It smells amazing, so I'm definitely going to light that up today. I wish we had like smell-o-vision so that I could share that with you guys. The other thing I wanted to share is a hat project that I cast on this morning during a virtual meeting. I nearly forgot that today was Tuesday and that I wanted to have this hat finished by Wednesday, so it's a good thing that crochet hats are really quick, especially when you're knitting them with bulky weight yarn. This is Brunette Velvet or Crushed Velvet, one of the two. All of my projects can be found on Ravelry under BostonJen if you want to check it out, but I'm just doing a very simple double crochet hat. I need to get down to about 5.5 inches from the top, and then I'll be doing some ribbing and it will be done. So that'll be my crafty project for today to get that finished up. I have an aunt who's currently undergoing chemotherapy, and I want her to have something super soft and warm that she can wear and still look stylish with her black coat. So that is definitely a priority for today. I'm back and the hat is nearly finished. I'm trying it on for size. I think that I'll probably just add one round of single crochet to finish it off and just give it a little bit of extra length. It's almost to my ears, which I think will probably be fine for my aunt. Nothing exciting, but it worked up great, and I still have all of this yarn left, and it's so soft. So I'm really enjoying this project and looking forward to gifting this when I see her tomorrow. One thing that I forgot to mention earlier is the shawl that I'm wearing today is my Tan House Brook shawl. This was the first pattern that I ever published, and it's still one of my most purchased and knit up patterns. It's a really fun single skein of fingering weight shawl or about 400 yards of worsted weight. So it's really versatile, and you get those both in one pattern. So if you want to check that out, you can find me on Ravelry as BostonJen, and you can find everything on my website, downcellarstudio.com. One other thing I wanted to say before I sign off for today is if there is anything that you want to see this month, let me know. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're enjoying. Let me know what you want to see more of or what you want to see less of maybe. But if you saw something in the little house tour that I did earlier or something like that and you're like, ooh, show me that again, I would be happy to do that. So just let me know what you want to see and I will be happy to share. I have a lot more Christmas making to do and some finished projects that I'm going to share with you over the course of the month and things like that. I think it's going to be so much fun. So I hope that you have enjoyed this first entry in my little Vlogmas playlist, and I look forward to sharing the season with you. Have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.